Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video we're doing something a wee bit different. We have Livingstone Contracts from Armagh, I think it is, in today, and they are doing some slurry separating. So what they're doing is they're separating the solid part of the slurry from our tank in here, and then we take it away and then we're pumping the liquid part of the slurry, which will be like water, into the circular tank above ground over here. So I'll show you a bit about the machine and how it's going. We're just getting started here now. There's a wee bit of a pile starting to gather, so we're just pumping it out through here, and then the rest of the slurry is going into the tank over there, but the pile's mounting pretty quickly. Putting a solid part of the slurry just in the back corner of the calf shed here. You can see we've got the remaining of the calves down here. You can see this is the big pile of solid stuff that we have already. It's sort of a wee bit like wet sawdust, but just a different colour. So we've got a fair bit already. We've been going for about 3 hours or so. So what we're doing here is we're separating our slurry. So what we've got is separator, and we're taking the slurry out of this tank in here, up through that pipe, and then the separator is separating it into a solid part which is on the ground and a liquid part which is being pumped back down this pipe underneath the ground, up the tank and into here. So all this slurry here should be very liquidy stuff because all the solid parts have been taken out. So I'm here with Andrew Livingstone from Livingstone Contracts just outside Dungannon, and we've got the separator on today, and he's just going to talk us through advantages of the machine. So here he is.
I suppose the advantages is more space in your tank. You talk about 20% less in your tank and more solids, and the solids can be used to plough down or can be through the AD plants or whatever. I suppose it's taking the phosphorus out of your slurry. And I think the key thing is that when you're going to spread in February, that your slurry will be thinner and none of these lines left in your ground. And I suppose at this time of year too, it's lower men's tanks. So that's really it.
And how does the machine work? So what does it do?
I suppose you're sucking the slurry out of one tank here. Today we're sucking out of one tank and we're putting into the store here. So he's keeping his two different slurries separate. So you have a thin slurry in the store to use to go on the ground as soon as the ground will let him, and you maybe keep doing it.
So how have you found the machine?
So far so good. We'll have it 3 weeks now and we go most days with it. And I think people's catching on to it rightly, and they're all sort of ringing about it, so hopefully it keeps going that road.
Well, very good, thank you.
No problem.
I was just chatting to Andrew Livingstone there about the separator Livingstone Contracts have. I have to say, really nice guy. Great machine as well. The speed that the solids come out, and the fact that it separates the solids and the liquids, and it means you have more room in your tank, and it's better for the ground in the February time is really good. So if you want to get in contact, or any farmers out there that want to have separation done on their tanks, or anything like that, I'll leave a bit of a card here for you to message or call them. because as I said, definitely worth to invest your money in something like that. Yeah, very nice guy, great doing business with him, and hopefully we'll get him back sometime to do another bit. Just came to check in how much we have got piled up here, and we have a fair wee bit. There's a lot piled up there so far. We've only done about 4 hours. I imagine that being in the tank, imagine how much room that would take up. It's really good that we've got that stuff out, and now we can actually spread that with the muck spreader on the field instead of with the umbilical system or slurry tank and then making big lines in the field. But when you're ploughing that stuff into the ground, it's far better because that stuff is packed full with nutrients, and then the liquid slurry is watery, which will be kinder in the ground and it can soak away easier. But yeah, thought I may as well show you the calves while I'm here. So there's our little Charolais that was born a couple of weeks ago. You would have seen him in the last video. And then there's been a couple of these calves that have been scarring. I think that one was, and what one? It was either that one or that one over there. But they're all doing pretty well. These ones here will need really moved up because these pens are a bit small for them, like especially that fella. Look at the size of him. How the machine works is the slurry is pumped up into the machine through a pipe, then it is put into a compartment with a screw, and the screw tightens really tight and pushes all of the liquid out of the solid, and the liquid escapes through a mesh, and then the liquid is pumped into another tank, for example like what we're doing today, and then the solid falls down onto the conveyor belt, and then the conveyor belt takes it away. So that's how it works. So that bit up there is the screw, and then the solid part drops onto the conveyor belt and then is taken away. Andrew was also saying that he knew of a man with the exact same machine that pumped 30 meters of pipe's length from the tank into the separator, and then 1.1 miles of pipe away from the separator. So that just shows that you don't need two tanks close together. So I thought that was pretty amazing. Jump on the bucket now and do a wee bit. It's about 20 past 5 or so now and it's still coming out fierce. We've been at it for about 9 hours, nearly 10 hours now. Andrew's just left. We've got it all finished, so I'll show you around in the morning and the tanks and all, but it's too dark to show you now, obviously. Hello, welcome back. It is about a week after the separator was down there, and as you can see, we have a full slurry pit. So it's completely full. There's about a foot left, and that's just for rainwater. So you can see it's completely full of liquid slurry, nice watery liquid slurry. It's a great job, and that has filled that tank up completely, so that means that we have now room in that tank over there to put more slurry in for the rest of the winter. There is all of the solid stuff. So we have a huge pile of stuff here. It's about 20 meters deep, about 5 or 6 meters widthwise, and about 4 meters tall in places. So yeah, there's a massive amount of stuff has been removed from our tanks, which will give us a lot more room. Thank you very much for watching today's video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like and subscribe. And I also want to say a massive thank you to Andrew Livingstone, who chatted to me on camera about the separator. And if you want to get in contact with them about separation done on your tanks, I'll leave the card again here. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. A big thank you to Andrew for chatting on camera, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.